You applied for a customer service job because rent exists, because options didn't, because the pay was decent. What you got was a front row seat to human misery. Your shift starts with a headset, a login screen, and a low-grade panic attack. You haven't even taken a call yet, and you're already sweating. Why? Because someone's about to unload a week's worth of frustration on you over a bill you didn't write, for a service you don't control. After navigating a phone maze that makes it nearly impossible to speak to a human, your only move, read the script and say, "I completely understand your frustration." Do you? Because you're definitely feeling it. Back-to-back calls, no warning, no reset. You hang up with one customer, take a deep breath, and another call drops in before the air even leaves your lungs. You don't know their issue, you don't know their mood. But you do know they've been on hold for 37 minutes, which means they're coming in hot. They're already yelling about something you didn't do, using words they'd never say to you in person, all because you had the nerve to say, "How can I help you today?" And while you're trying to diffuse that mess, your screen freezes, your tools crash, and the system spits out an error message that looks like a cat walked across the keyboard. On the rare occasion the system doesn't completely implode, you still can't just fix the issue. You have to read the script, ask the security question, transfer them to billing, who sends them to tech, who sends them back to you. So now they're back, more annoyed and demanding an update. You want to say, "Yeah, I'm just waiting for our software to catch up with this century." But instead, you smile and say, "Thank you for your patience." You finally fix the issue, sort of. At least the customer stops yelling long enough to hang up. You start typing your notes. But the next call drops in before you finish the first sentence. Too bad, that one's now marked as incomplete. And it'll show up later when they pull your stats and ask why your performance is dropping. Because here, everything is a number. Everything is timed. Every second is tracked and scrutinized. Calls too long? You're too slow. Calls too short? You're not being thorough. Need the bathroom? That's fine. As long as you enjoy being timed like you're trying to qualify for the Olympics. Take more than 90 seconds and you'll get a "got a sec" from your supervisor, which is call center code for "we've noticed you tried to function like a human. Don't." And while you're clicking through 5 frozen tabs trying to wrap up one issue, your manager walks by with a tablet, scanning your numbers like they're checking the stock market. Blink wrong and you're down 12 points. You came in feeling confident. Now your stomach tightens every time the phone rings. You've started bracing for conflict before you even say hello. Your anxiety's constantly doing overtime, and you're not even getting paid for it. But that's not the worst part. It's the calls that go off the rails. The ones that start fine until something small sets them off. Their tone shifts, the volume climbs, and what started as frustration turns into something a little more personal. You try to stay calm, stick to the script, not take the bait. But if your voice slips even just a little, you'll get called into a meeting where someone plays the recording back and says, "Let's talk about what happened here." Customers can yell, they can swear, they can push every button you have. But until it crosses the official line, you have to sit there and take it. And even when you're allowed to end the call, it still sticks with you because some things echo long after you hit disconnect. Sometimes it's not yelling, it's not chaos, it's just weird. You solve the issue in under 2 minutes. You ask if there's anything else. She says no, but she doesn't hang up. She starts talking about her cat. His name is Clive. He's allergic to beef. He hates thunderstorms. He has his own heated blanket. You glance at the clock. You're 17 minutes into a monologue about vet visits, cat mood swings, and how poor Clive might have seasonal depression. You try to end the call. "Oh, and he loves ham." You hang up and feel weirdly guilty, like you just broke up with someone's grandma. You shake it off, log the call, and move on. Sometimes it feels like a prank. The call drops, you call them back. They don't answer, then immediately call you and ask why you hung up. You explain the system glitched. They accuse you of lying. IT says they're working on it. Your supervisor says they're in a meeting. It's 3:47 p.m. You haven't had lunch. Your headset's cutting in and out, and the AC's giving up, just like you did around noon. And somehow, you still show up again tomorrow. You stay calm under pressure, de-escalate chaos in under 60 seconds, apologize for things that aren't your fault, and still sound like you mean it. Because someone had to take the call, and that someone is you. So, if you've ever answered the phone and had someone ask for your supervisor before you even opened your mouth, or had to explain a billing policy you didn't even understand yourself, you might be a call center representative. And if you made it to the end of this video without putting me on hold, check out why it sucks to be a retail worker. Because if you thought call center life was bad, try getting screamed at in person over a coupon that expired in 2008.